Bullying always highlights a social problem that concerns the public, as many children suffer from trauma caused by being bullied. But how many of them have received kindness from others? See what this poor boy went through at a Burger King restaurant and how the customers' reactions surprised him. Robert is an ordinary teenager. He likes playing video games and watching movies with his friends. However, for some unknown reason, he caught the attention of some bad teenagers. Wherever he went, they would find him and start provoking him one day. Robert went to Burger King to have a delicious meal, but he didn't expect this visit to turn into a nightmare. Robert was enjoying his Whopper sandwich when the three teenagers surrounded him. Before he could even react, one of them said with a fake smile, "Hey kid, what do you have there?" Robert shouted, "Leave me alone!" But the bullies ignored his protests and kept mocking him. But they didn't realize that someone else had been watching them the whole time. A man sitting behind them had noticed the teenagers' strange behavior and was carefully observing their every move. One of the teenagers grabbed Robert's drink and poured it over his food. It was clear that things were about to get violent. So, would the man intervene? The man couldn't believe that the three boys had the nerve to bully an innocent child. He stood up, walked over to their table and confronted them, saying, "Gentlemen, what are you doing? Why are you bullying him?" But to his surprise, the teenager's response was something that made his blood boil. "We're just playing, sir." The teenagers tried to act innocent, but even from a distance, their behavior didn't seem friendly. The man became furious, and he also wondered if any of the other customers had noticed their unpleasant behavior. The man looked around the table, but no one seemed willing to intervene. He couldn't understand how people could allow such harsh behavior to happen right in front of their eyes. Frustrated as he was, he continued to defend the poor boy. The man, facing the cruel teenagers, said, "Do you think your parents would like this? Would they be proud of you?" After that, he kindly offered to sit with Robert after he went to place another order, but the man didn't know that he had left too early. The three boys kept bothering Robert as soon as the man left until they pushed him to the ground. Many customers passed by him as if nothing had happened. Robert felt scared and helpless and was about to lose hope, but a woman's voice came from across the table. "Hello, are you okay?" The woman looked at him with concern, and the boy remained silent. "Do you know those young men?" "Yes, we've known each other for a long time." The contempt in the bully's voice was unbearable. The woman stood up, took the food, and went to Robert's table. She introduced herself confidently and said, "Now I feel better. I was feeling lonely, eating there by myself." Her confidence intimidated him. The three teenagers backed off. In the end, the woman continued chatting with Robert, not knowing that she too had been watched the whole time. In the end, it turned out that the entire incident was recorded on camera and staged by Burger King and its anti-bullying organization called No to Bullying, with the aim of raising public awareness. Moreover, they conducted more than one experiment in the restaurant where another form of bullying was happening at the same time. The staff were asked to bully the burgers before serving them, smashing the sandwiches to see how many customers would react to the damaged food and how many would confront the bullies. The results were revealing and also sad, including the two people who first offered help to Robert. Only 12 out of the customers confronted the bullies, while 95 talked about their bullied burger. It's understandable for customers to show dissatisfaction with their food, but is it normal to ignore a bullied child to start a discussion about bullying? The video was uploaded to YouTube, and so far it has surprisingly reached 8 million views. Thanks to this thought-provoking experiment, more and more viewers have started to realize the negative impact of bullying and are looking for ways to help those who are bullied. Bullying is a major problem among teenagers. It can lead to serious psychological and physical harm, but society hasn't taken it as seriously as it should. We hope that more people will learn from the experiment and lend a helping hand to a child in need to show that someone cares.